Okay, so this is live, take two. Technically three if you count the little test I did in between. It The first one had an hour of me just talking to myself, which is fine. That's kind of what live kind of is, I guess. But the problem being when I went to replay it, there was no audio whatsoever. So here I am at a take two, trying to redo. I probably won't do anywhere near as good as I did the first time, uh, relatively speaking, because, I said a lot of things that I probably won't be able to say again at the moment, anyhow. And so, what do you do? What do you do when it goes bad? Do you uh, just say, well, never mind, guess I'm not saving that for the night? Or do you make a new one? I guess that's where I'm at. I guess I'm deciding to make a new one, partially because, like, I have no life. Well, that's not true. I I love my life. It's not an easy one, especially right now, but my life is good. Um, I have a job. I have a roof over my head. I have a place to sleep. It's not on the streets. I'm down a lot. I'm depressed a lot. But I love my life. It's a good life. I've had a good life. But so yeah, I'm on my take two, and hopefully everybody can hear me this time around because that's terrible that it did not take my voice at all in the first try. So what I was doing in the first one was I was working on the drawing that I had started last night and didn't make it. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some invites out if anybody wants to look at it. But I don't have a list of people like it normally shows that I have people to invite. So well, that's my go live with. I don't want the go live with. There's what we're doing here. Okay, so uh, live take two. First one broke, I guess. And we'll get this rolling here. Uh, and we'll do it. Do it to it. See if anybody. Amanda, you're already here. You already stopped in. I I don't have a huge list of people to invite because I don't know what people are doing, and I'm weird about that. I don't like to just, oh, hey, come on and join. So I'll send what I've got. Um, Uncle Mamba, how you doing? Uh, but yeah, my first take didn't go, so here I am. I'm gonna go through this again. I don't know if I'll make it to full hour or not. I had a rough day, so I'm kind of tired. Had to fix my Jeep, and so I might be getting a cold as well, which really bums me out. But I'll make it through. But I'm gonna be working on this drawing that I was working on last night that I didn't make it very far, and this is the picture that I'm drawing from. And this is how far I got in the first hour. So, you know, I probably won't make it very far. especially depending on how many people stop in and if they talk to me or whatnot. Um, but I don't have my music going either. I should start my music. And I wonder if that's what messed me up. I don't want it to connect to Bluetooth. Maybe that's what made my audio go out. Oh well. So, there was a lot that I went over in the first hour about my art and different things that I do. I was talking about how I go slow with my drawings and bring them forward slowly. I don't like to just, here's my drawing. I like to take my time, go through layers, do blending. Blending is very important because it allows you to see where your detail needs to be. You put your base colors down and you pull out the detail from your base colors. But the drawing isn't exactly what my live is all about. It's just something to do while I'm talking to you guys, and it'll give you a chance to see what I do. Poetry will be brought into my live videos eventually. Trying to do some spoken word stuff, but right now I don't have that ready to do that. For whatever reason, I can't download the apps onto my tablet, and I can't use my phone while I'm videoing, because if I go into another app while this is videoing, it seems like it shuts it down, and I don't want that to happen. It might even be a reason why I lost audio. I don't think so, but you made it further than you would. I made it further than you would have done. What do you mean? Talking on here now. Well, with this new me, I'm trying to reach out to people, and this seems like, I mean, technically speaking, right? I'm on Instagram Live, and I have a little over 1,100 followers, and so they can see it. And then anybody in the world can see it. So it's the best way I can think of, even though it makes me feel really awkward. Oh, and the drawing. It's slow, but that's how you get it good. You just take your time and you be patient, and it'll get there. But I mean, I have the opportunity to reach millions of people just like this, and maybe it'll help somebody, whether it's my drawing or just my random baloney that I talk out of my mouth. But who knows? Who knows? I just don't have anything better to do tonight that I'm aware of, so I am going to take my round 2 and run with it. And anyways, wait a minute. Amanda, you are very good at drawing. Just because you hesitate because you don't think you're good, that's the problem. As I said in my first take of this video, I was actually talking about that. There's very talented people in the world, and you got to take those steps, and it takes work, certainly. I've been drawing and doing art since I was in the first video I said 9 to 13, which is probably pretty accurate. It might even be younger than that, but that's when I can really say that I was kind of taking things seriously a little bit more, because I liked drawing and stuff back then. But you know, it's not like this happens overnight. The things that I can draw and everything, I showed the eye in the first, you know about. I usually forget about mine and never finish. I can't go slow. Hey, now no need for shots. Shots? There ain't no shots. I don't take shots at people. I'm not taking shots at you. I love you. Get out of here. There's no shots. You, my dear, are awesome at many things that I've seen you do. So don't give me that baloney. And you know I don't take shots at people. But the drawing, I have this posted, but having it posted does not do it justice at all. And I got to show it in my first take of tonight's video, but I'm going to do it again because I am very proud of this. This, as you can see, is about the size of my hand, which in the picture that I posted, it's a lot smaller looking. But here's the original, which is that eye right there, which is what I drew. And this took me 8 hours. 8 hours to draw this. Thank you for what? Being your friend? Always. You don't have to thank me for that. I'll always be your friend. As long as you want me to be. Always, always. But that hand-sized drawing, 8 hours, you know, that's what I do. It takes time, and maybe you'll grow into your patience and do better, or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll focus on something else, and I'll cheer you on for that something else. I'll probably bug you from time to time. Hey, have you drawn anything yet? Have you drawn anything lately? You'll be like, no. Or, oh, I dabbled this or I dabbled that. That's good too. Like, I've told you before, you're good. You have a lot of talent. A lot of people would love to have the startup that you do. I can't say that I had the startup. I can't say that I had the startup that you do. I don't know that I had the natural talent, but I kept at it. And just showing that, you know, people know what I can do because I kept with it. And maybe that's it. Maybe you're just not as interested in art as I am. But you certainly have the raw talent for it if you ever choose to do that. And, you know, I'll cheer you on no matter what you decide you want to do, unless it's bad things. And you know that. You know I won't cheer you on for bad things. That's outright bad. Yeah, I think I can definitely say I'm getting a cold. This is not good. But due to my nature, with a cold or not, unless I'm like death-ridden, I will be live anyhow. So this guy don't quit, and this guy don't stop very easily. Doesn't matter if he's getting old or not. And he's boring because he, on a Saturday night, he'd rather sit here and be live than be out drinking or partying or whatever else. Dancing, on the other hand, if I had a dance partner, I would be down for some dancing. But I think that's not going to happen. But I don't know. I know that this art stuff is something that does take time. And you just, if you do want to do it, you got to take the time to do it. And you got to think things through. There's things that go on in a drawing that You got one friend here, and if you'd rather be drinking, well, I don't know what to say about that. But you got one friend that would love to hang out with you sometime. Even right now, I'll come pick you up. I got my Jeep fixed, mostly. I'll come pick you up. We can do something. I don't know. I don't know if there's a place to go dancing. We can go dancing. I don't know. Drinking. Well, technically speaking, you're too young, but so I can't supply you. But I'm a weirdo that I'm up for all hours. Not sure when I'm going to bed. At least not until this live video's over. But I don't know. I'm making it a full hour. But I mean, if you want to ever hang out, I've told you that anytime. But what was I saying about the art? And around here, there isn't a lot of exciting things that do go on around here. That's for sure. Middle of Nowheresville, PA. There's like one bar in town really that actually anything happens at, the Double Play. And you're not gonna catch me at the Double Play. That my ex-wife has been known to show up there, so yeah, you won't catch me at the Double Play. I have no need to be there when, no. Nope, not ready for that bullshit. But yeah, at least today was a productive day. But I think it contributed to my cold because I was in and out of the cold all day. Even the garage where I was working at wasn't like truly heated, so I got a good dose of the chills today. But the car's fixed. I need an alignment, but I figured that was going to happen. Hopefully I can get that done next weekend. It pulls to the right a little, left. Yeah, pulls to the left a little bit, but not real bad. You do not dance. Well, I will look like a chicken on steroids right with you because I never said I was good at dancing. I just said I like to do it. I've never had Double Play wings. I know a guy that I used to work with at North Point is the DJ out there. But they probably don't serve wings right now. They're probably closed as far as the cooking goes. I don't know, though. I don't go to bars, really. But hey, you know, maybe we could go for Double Play wings sometime. I don't know. I always bug you, hey, hang out with me, but, you know, I get it. I'm old. No, I know that's not really it. You got shit going on. You got a lot of stuff going on. You're very involved, and that's a good thing. Right? I mean, that's what's kept me going. Always having something to do. Just like this live thing. This live thing, I think, is a very good and therapeutic thing for me. It makes me feel better for a little while. Sometimes too involved. I know. You always got a lot going on. But like I said, or am I too involved? I don't know. What part's good? You should go live with me. That's what you should do. But I already know that you're going to say no. But that's all good too. Yes, you. Go live with me. I could guilt trip. I could try to guilt trip you, but I won't. At least you're laughing though. That makes me feel good that you're laughing. Hopefully it's a good laugh for you. See, it still looks about the same, but there's some blending going on that's a little harder to see. What's a joke? Which part? You getting live with me? That's not a joke. Or what, that I could try to guilt trip you? Yeah, I'm not going to try to guilt trip you. But you getting live with me would be awesome. Which is really kind of silly because, like, you're like, I don't know how many blocks away, but you're not very far away. You could be live with me in person. I, maybe I shouldn't have tried to do this second take. I'm getting tired because, technically speaking, 11's my normal bedtime. But, oh, you will not. You know how I know? Because you've got the best coach in the world right here. I'll be talking to you, you'll be talking to me, and it'll be all good. And you know what? Even if you look stupid, you think I don't? Seriously? I feel so ridiculous doing this. It's not even funny. But I'll tell you what. You get used to it. After a while, you just kind of start getting used to it. And I might be getting addicted to it a little bit. Like, I didn't want to not be live last night. And even if nobody was talking to me, which last night was a good night. I had my friend from University of Georgia. He stopped in and talked with me for 30 minutes, 40 minutes of my hour. And, like, it was cool. Jav the Ripper. He's a music producer, trying to be. So, you know, I've got some really awesome friends that I know, and you're one of them. I'm braver than you. I'm awkward as shit, girl. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I am so awkward. It's not even funny. I'm sitting here in my pajamas. Technically speaking, these are my pajamas. They look fairly normal. Because I sleep in fairly normal clothes. But seriously, like, I'm very awkward. That first night, Wednesday night, oh my God. What, I lasted 20 minutes, maybe? And the next night, I made it 30 or 40 minutes. And then night 3, I lasted the full hour because I had 2 surprise live guests on my live. And that worked out really good. And tonight, I'm doing it twice. So technically tonight's night 4 and 5 at the same time. It's just the first one had no audio. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? So I had to do it again. So that works. I don't mind. Ooh, excuse me. This is what happens when you're catching a cold and it's your bedtime almost. But I'm sticking around. I'm going to try to make it the full hour. Just maybe when I'm dying, I'll go live with you. Well, what if I put you in a headlock? Would that be close enough to dying and force you to be live with me? I'm kidding, of course. I would never seriously put you in a headlock. But I think you would enjoy it. I do. Especially with me. Because no one is going to look more awkward than me. You're going to look like a movie star compared to me. Everybody does. I'm just brave enough to open the door for it, is all. I don't even know if brave is the right word, because it's kind of beyond bravery, or below bravery. It's kind of like, it seems like I should try it. Okay, I will. And so I did. What's false info? I want to know what I said that's false. That it's not brave of me to do this? Is that what you're saying is false? Because I said it's not a brave thing? Or that you'll look like a movie star compared to me being awkward? I'm not sure which one is false. I'm willing to defend my side of it. Oh, and so, dear, you would. Because, number one, I'm awkward as shit. And number two, I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Number three, this is not movie star quality face, okay? This is like average guy quality face. Reason number four is not on my side. This will be on your side. So reason number one is you're beautiful. Reason number two, you're funny. Reason number three, that smile lights up the room. Number four, you have as big a heart as me. So I guess that's our number fours. The big heart thing is our number four. So I got 1 out of 4 that equals yours. You've got 4 to my 1, or 3. You got 3 above me. So head above the rest. You got me beat. So you'd be looking like a movie star. So yeah, what now? Because I certainly don't look like any movie star. But here I am. In a way, I'm kind of like a movie star, right? I could be viewed by millions upon millions of people. Nope, nope, nope. I'm awkward too. I wouldn't even talk. You are not funny looking. You are very beautiful. You like your smile. That's good. That's good. That's a start. But no, seriously, like, I look very goofy with this whole thing. Although, rewatching my video from yesterday, I feel like I'm not any awkward than Survivor Man's first videos. Les Stroud, he's my boy. I love Les Stroud. And his videos, I sounded a lot like him. So I feel pretty good about that. His later videos, though, he was pretty bomb. But like his first ones and my first ones kind of sounded the same, the way I talk and So maybe he's my role model as far as live TV or whatever. If you consider this live TV, I know some people don't. I kind of feel like it's like live TV. And people seem to enjoy watching this stuff. So I am down, especially if it helps people. You missed all the good inspirational stuff in my first one, but that happens. A lot of people missed it. But I can't do much about that, especially since I tried to save it and it didn't work. That really bums me out. Because I think I had a lot of good things to say that I can't think of now. But I'll probably end up saying it again, especially if it's just me by myself. Because, yeah, that's just the way it goes. So there's actually getting some more depth. My bad, I was probably crying, honestly. Crying? What? You need to stop crying. You need to be around me and stop crying. Because I won't make you cry. I'll make you laugh a lot. Maybe. Even if it's just me being stupid. That happens a lot. It's kind of my personality. Like, moving all those movies around and stuff like that. It's just... It made you laugh the first time, so I kept doing it because it kept making you laugh and smile. That's just my thing. It's the way I do things. Native Americans would... I forget what they called them, but a type of shaman that they had was backwards. They would do things backwards to make people laugh and smile and make light of life and everything like that. And I kind of do that a little bit. I'm not Native American. I wish I could say that I was, but I'm not. But they're kind of like clowns and stuff like that, and that's kind of... You believe that that's rude. What's rude? Which part? That I would... Okay, I'm a good friend, but you believe that what's rude? What's rude? What did I say? Moving the movies on you is rude. Then you shouldn't have been laughing and smiling about it. You should have been saying, "Look, jerk, cut it out," and meant it. It made you laugh. Our interaction made you laugh and it made you smile. And I like making people smile. I like lifting people's spirits. So, you can say it's rude all you want. I think you secretly liked it. That's my take on it. I think you liked that I would switch the movies around on you because I did it to get your attention. Because I care about you. See, I'm no dummy. I figure things out. And really, moving those movies around really probably was the one of the bigger things that sparked our friendship because it gave us common ground to keep talking. So, I think that's a good thing too. Because I value your friendship a lot. You're a very good friend, even though you're too hard on yourself to admit it. Maybe not to everybody, but I know you are to me. I made it through some tough times because of you. So, and that's the honest to God's truth. That she be no lie. No lie at all. You are one of my best good friends. Even more reason to try to make you smile when I can. Drawing might be too slow for these videos because I'm never going to be able to complete a drawing in an hour video. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. But we'll see. Maybe just keep working on one through several segments. What do you think? Do you think that'll work? Like over the course of a few days, work on the same one and go from there. I just don't want to bore people with the same thing all the time. That's my concern. Because I don't know that I want to do it as a tutorial because it takes too long. And I don't think that's a good thing for live, but... Hey Dre, what's up? What, the several segments do the art? And you think that'd work out pretty good? My problem is if I'm really doing good, I won't want to stop for the next day. So I'd have to fight myself to quit doing it so that I can pick up on it the next day for the video. But yeah, this is definitely not something that is going to be done tonight, especially. But it's slowly building forward. The trees and stuff are going to be the very last things that I do. The bottom, the foreground, that's the very last thing I'm going to do because it's all dark. And there's no need to put that in yet. I want to get all the detail of the bright and the beauty of the sky and everything. And then bring that stuff and just plunk it down in front of that beauty. All right, well, that's what I'll try then. See how it comes along. I'll do several segments of the same drawing, and if it seems like it's going well, then that's what I'll keep doing. And having like chats, inspirational talks, all that fun stuff. It's really weird though, talking to yourself. But I do it all the time anyway, so really what's the difference? Except I'm looking at myself in the mirror pretty much. It's what it feels like anyhow. So you've never live streamed anything, right? So you would you wouldn't really know what it feels like to do this. I know it's a very odd, intense feeling. And it probably will get worse if I get a lot of followers watching me. Like if I get like 100 followers or something that are watching me, that'd be really... I'd be like, I'd be like, what? But, well, it looks like everybody left me, and that's okay. I'll just keep doing what I do. See, when you add layers, it allows for several things, which I really admire about a lot of paintings, or paintings, drawings, anything. When you add them in layers, you don't get total coverage when you do it piece by piece. So you get you can see other colors through it. But it's not enough to damage the original intent. And I wish my phone would carry the signal better so that you can see how the colors blend. Maybe once I get more depth to it, once I get the colors more vivid, perhaps then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But for right now, I don't know that my camera's going to do that. Or maybe when I post it on Insta as a photo, maybe I can capture that quality, because my rear-facing camera is much better than my front-facing camera on this phone. So it's a good possibility that that'll work out. And that's what I'll attempt to do, is catch what I'm talking about. Because there is so much color variation. Oh, maybe you can see it. You can see how the colors are starting to go together. And see, like, you can see the orange. You can't really see much of the orange down in here on this camera yet. But I'm far from finished. It takes me a long time to do my drawings. Because, like I said, I'm very detail oriented. Excuse me? It's the energy drink. Can't help it. And I'm not going to hide that I'm human. Because, yeah, I'm human. So are you. But, sometimes you just can't. Oh, I don't know if this paper's going to work right. I'm getting variations on my paper that I don't know that I like. But we'll see as it goes along. It's too early to tell. It is way too early to tell. Let's see. Where is the blue that I want? There it is. Maybe I can get a hold of it. Because I don't know if you can see it on here or not. But there's actually a layer of blue that I've got to add to up here. And it's not just the purple and then the oranges. I have to add the blue in order for it to blend right. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. I apologize. This was not supposed to be taking place so late. If you're just joining now, this is actually a retake, because the first one did not record audio for whatever unknown reason. There was a lot that I lost because of that, but that's okay. Water under the bridge, carry on, right? Don't sweat the small stuff. That's what we're trying for these days, because I have too much big stuff to worry about. And that's all there is to say about that. But, okay, that's pulling it. well, and see, like, even with the black, I probably should be doing some of the orange down below more, so I'm going to have to backtrack, but that's okay. That, because what'll happen is, you can layer it in many, many ways. See, first off, I started with this color, like a purple color. I didn't pay attention to the colors. Maybe that's something I should do in the future, is like shout out the colors that I'm using. But it's almost moot because your color, even if you get Prismacolors, which is what I'm using, um, it's it could be a different lot number and it could look different anyhow. So, but like for the blue that I'm using right now, it's Indigo Blue, or yeah, Indigo Blue by Prismacolor. Uh, I just have the basic set because I'm pretty good at like mixing colors. Because like I said earlier, I've been doing this for so long. Like I don't even sweat it. Like if I can get get a close color. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. Because I go so slow with my layers, I can fix just about anything as long as the colors are close. And even then, even if they're not close, with the way that I do it, I think I'm pretty well okay. Um, Originally, I was thinking I was going to do this in this, but actually, even further back, when I actually took this picture, so I might actually do it this way too in the future. I might redo this picture, the one that I'm using. When I took this picture, I remembered after I started drawing it, I intended to do it in watercolor because it's a great picture for watercolor. Well, I probably would do it in mixed media. I'd do these in watercolors because I think that would be so much easier, and then I'd finish in colored pencil or maybe even Sharpie. Sharpie might make those trees just pow. Um, well, at least here and the branches back here, because there's going to be a measure of blurring that you don't want to lose. So what you'd want to do, and I'm not going for exact here. I'm not trying to make this photo exactly as it appears. What I'm trying to do is make it something like it, because I like this. As far as this tree, it's probably going to be very close. And another yawn. I apologize again. You guys aren't boring me. It's I think partially the cold and being out in the cold today. I am definitely hitting some airborne before I go to bed. That's another great product that I definitely, I love it. It works. It never fails me. Keeps sickness short if I don't catch it soon enough to be taking it preemptively, but it also helps take it away. Um, so yeah, that's what I think about that. I'm gonna get back to actually drawing here. Gotta pull my backdrop up. It's slipping. Some people probably do this in chairs. I just kind of like, I'm sitting on my bed and doing what I'm doing here. That might still be too blue. That's frustrating. But like I said, I do it in such layers that it's not going to be a problem. Little bit by little bit. Bring it in, 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 bring it, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Layers. I've even had some people like, why do you draw the whole thing and then cover half of it up? Like some of my drawings, even if you scroll back on my IG, they're I do pin-up style nudes, classic style nudes, and I prefer drawing from a nude. And people have asked me that too, like, why do you like drawing nudes? I use nudes because if I am going to add clothing, it's easy to add clothing. If I'm going to, I can't really take clothing off and keep the sculptured look of the human form. It just doesn't work because there's all different obscuring factors that are there. I would rather put the clothes on, put the layers on, than have to take them off because it's all imagination. Um, and my anatomy is not perfect yet. I've gotten a lot better. There's a drawing that I did. Oh, where did I put them? I think I don't know where my drawings are right now. But and plus I'd have to leave you to go get them. Um, anyhow, so I did the one drawing. It's on my IG anyways. It's like the horror face with the tongue, the chick with the tongue. Um, that was all from my head. No model used. Um, oh, I guess that's technically not true. I did use, not that I used my face, but I used my face to get some proportions right, which are still not quite there because her face is a little inward tilted, like 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 this, more than I wanted it to. But I guess it's still within normal capacity of a normal human being, which she's not a human being anyway, so it's not like it matters. But it does to me. I'm a stickler for detail, and that's why at the moment, I'm still using models because I can't quite do it on my own yet. And if you look at all the greats, um, my role model, Da Vinci, uh, how many things has he done that he used a human model for? There's a lot of them that have. They studied anatomy and musculature, and I forget which artist it was, but there were artists that would, or at least an artist that would get cadavers and cut them open and look at their musculature and draw them. That was actually a thing for doctors too. There were people that would do that for doctors so that they could study anatomy. Oh, pardon me. So that they could study anatomy and physiology of the human form because that's part of it. It's not just enough for me to draw a cartoon. Can I draw a cartoon? Yes, I can draw a cartoon. It wouldn't take me long to draw a cartoon figure. Would I be happy with it? I've never been happy with my cartoon figures unless they're anime, a little more of the detail-ended anime. Um, I like details. Uh, the finer the better. So I'm always trying to perfect exact details. Well, in order to get details of the human form, you have to know where the muscles are. And it takes time to learn all that. And so right now I'm in that gray area where I've almost gotten it down. And actually, if you catch me on an on day, I'm pretty doggone good. I can burn it home. But that's not an everyday thing for me. There was a drawing that I had done a long time ago, and sometimes I get in these moods or in these modes where I just like zone out, like I'm there but I'm not drawing, painting, and whatever comes out comes out. And that was the case with this one. I've got quite a few different ideas. I just have to find the time and the capability of actually doing it. And when I say capability, it's because of the depression. I've touched on the depression that I've had recently because of everything last year. And my mind just not right, you know? It is just not where it needs to be in order to do the art. It's been doing great for poetry. Oh, goodness. Some of my poetry has even impressed me. Not that I'm like, woohoo, this is the best poetry in the world. But there's some of it that's pretty good. Especially the last handful. Especially the ones when I'm really feeling it. And it's just like, I know people have to be like, what is he talking about? But I don't know how deeply everybody thinks I am not convinced that either people think as deeply as I, or it's that people don't share it. I'm leaning towards that people just don't share it. I don't believe that people are stupid or dumb in any way, shape, or form. So I think it's more that people don't share it. I know people sometimes are like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And that's a thing. Like, I get it, but I think it's more that they choose not to share it, or they're afraid to share it. Fear is a big factor in a lot of different things that people share or are willing to do. Sorry, that's that stupid cough that has plagued me today. It's gotten worse as I got closer to evening. So I know a cold is on its way, which is great because I have to go to work on Monday. But whatever, dude. I'm going to do it. And no matter how sick I am, if they send me home, they send me home. But I'm going to work. That's just what I do. It would take a pretty doggone bad cold for me not to go to work. Because I'm just that kind of person. Now, I've always kind of been a person not to call off too much, except for when my back was messing up on me. When my back was messing up on me when I was in my early 30s, oh, jeez. That was a tough time. But I'm pretty set now, especially since losing all the weight. Oh, boy. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how much longer I can do this. I don't have... Oh, yes, I do have more caffeine up here. Let me see if I know where that art folder is while I'm getting up anyways. Might as well, right? Since I gotta leave you for a second. Okay, it's not there, so that only can be that it's right here. I think I see it. Nope. Now I see it. Now I see it. Okay. Oh, and I'm about to lose you. So I guess I will reserve this out for tomorrow's hour. And I will talk about some of that because there are some important things in there. Everybody who joined me tonight, I appreciate it. And everybody who watches this over the course of the next 24 hours, I love you guys. You have a wonderful day. And